Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Never loses a run in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus ever again. I do mean ever, by the way. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Exactly. Forever never seems that long until you're on an 80 streak and you start with Isaac's Heart. Luckily, we're not in that camp yet. Damage is good. Rate of fire is within the tolerance levels of decency. Speed's fine. Spacebar item is not good yet, but can become good with relative ease. Yeah, it's a DK rap reference. It's maybe my favorite rap lyric of all time. What is this, like? He swings on vines with relative ease. With relative ease, DK rap. Oh, that's it. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. It's just because, it's like the most honest rap track I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, it's boastful. He's picking up a boulder. But is it easy? Well, only relatively. To be fair, I think the world's strongest man can pick up a boulder with relative ease as well. You know, it's relatively easier for him than it would be for the world's weakest man, aka myself. Anyway, let's come up here. I don't want to take advantage of that just yet. I'm telling you, dude, this mom's box of trinkets is gonna be our savior. It's gonna be our angel, our darling angel, closer than our peeps it is to us. Not for that, but one day, maybe today, it's gonna happen. 2 more bombs for 1 bomb. I can live with that. Part and parcel with getting a streak in Isaac is you don't force it. You let the game, again, it's the Pringles can metaphor, you know? You give it a gentle kind of tap on the side of the can to get everything realigned. It's like a deck of cards, you know? You put all the cards in the deck, you don't smash it down on the table, you're gonna bend some corners. Instead, you do a nice little tippy tap, 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 tap. Get them all aligned, put it away in the junk drawer in your kitchen, never to be seen again unless your power goes out sometime in like the next, 16 months. I know I'm not a real adult yet because I don't have a junk drawer. My grandparents had a junk drawer, and it was like, if you ever wanted a miscellaneous piece of riffraff, you just open up the junk drawer. Pair of scissors, 8 elastic bands taken from old bread bags. Every kind of battery you could ever ask for, but the batteries are like 95% drained in all likelihood. No! We did almost all we could there. That's all I'm going to say about that. Explosive diarrhea. Tell you what, we're going to go safety scissors. I would suggest safety scissors basically roughly on par with the safety cap. I'm not so worried about dying right now. I'm more worried about, at the risk of doing a Japan Droids reference, I'm more worried about the devil deal and the loss of momentum, but nothing to sweat just yet. Looks like we probably have this is a secret room in all likelihood now that we've seen the layout. This is probably a library, and it's a really good library in a couple of different ways. We're gonna get Bookworm. None of the books are 10 out of 10. Oh, you gotta love that. If only we'd gotten it a little earlier. Book of Shadows might be, it's probably the best item there. It might be, long-term, like, our best option. But I gotta go with a little mom's box of trinkets, because, statistically, we could use a little leverage right now. If we can pick up one of those game-changing trinkets, and you gotta think it's just a matter of time, right? There's only, like, 9 or 10,000 trinkets in the game. So as long as we can use this with relative frequency, we should be good. Either way, great stat upgrade here. Did take a little damage, but it was all Spirit Heart damage. We didn't expect to deal with the devil there because of the damage we took on our very first room. Life goes on. Remember, that's not a lost deal with the devil. It's only when you get yourself in a spiral. No, oh, that's okay. Tinted Rock's gonna be accessed. Or, well, okay, sure, we'll place the bomb, but still. It's only when you get yourself in a spiral of not being able to ever get a deal with the devil as a result of the, oh, I would have preferred if that one exploded, but you know what? I mean, I guess I should just be thankful we're getting a lot of bombs for being here. That's alright, it's more bombs. And by alright, I mean I'm incredibly incensed. Because I would have loved to have gotten, you know, a Spirit Heart, but sure. In theory, I can't be too mad. We could go to our shop, maybe buy a Spirit Heart, but you gotta check the item room. We got a lot of bombs to try to reroll this, and that's perfect. You know, SME Superfan solves a lot of problems for us right now. Extra speed is real nice, extra rate of fire, extra damage. Those are the big ones. Just to give us a little bit of time. Little bit of rope, you know, so we're not 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking... By the way, I know I still sound like garbage. I'm hoping that, you know, as... I'm not ill. I've been back to exercising. I've been back to, you know, I have like good mental acuity and stuff like that right now. But I'm hoping, like, as my throat continues to just sound disgusting for weeks on end, y'all are starting to take this illness seriously. Because there was, and I don't necessarily blame you, you know, 10 days or so of, wow, NL must have a really weak immune system. This cold has really ravaged him. Now that we're approaching, like, I mean, I left to go to my hometown 25 days ago, and I got this illness, or at least the signs of the illness, like 3 days into being there. So we're on like 3 weeks of having had whatever the heck this infection is/was. You know, I'm starting to hope that people pivot and they go, actually, maybe NL's got the strongest immune system because he killed tuberculosis. It killed Frederick Chopin. NL swallowed the virus, took care of it. Fell on a grenade for the rest of society. That's right, I'm suggesting that we have eradicated tuberculosis as a... You fool. As a result of my actions. Anyway. We don't need to talk about that. It's not relevant. Just know that I don't sound great. You should hear me at night. Like, this is the morning, had a couple cups of coffee, blowing all the mucus out of my body, feeling pretty good. At night, I'm like, hey, everybody, I hope you're having a great time. I sound like Bobcat Goldthwait. Bobcat Gold... Bobby G. I sound like Bobby G. No keys. Well, one key. So we want to take a look at how things are going right now, where that secret room border stuff. Because we actually are caught in a little bit of a mediocrity cycle right now. And all I mean by that is the devil deal continues to get lower and lower in percentage chance. And the reason it does so is because, I mean, let's be honest, I'm being overly aggressive with our cube of meat. And I'm doing so because our DPS stat is good, but could be better. But the problem is, if I keep doing this, we're very likely to compromise our deal with the devil chance on every floor, which is the single best way of getting our deal with the devil. Or a single best way of getting our DPS to improve in the first place. So we kind of have to nut up, make the mature decision to not do this anymore. I am going to do this room, though. We've already compromised our deal with the devil chance, so why not, right? I did not mean to open that, but I'm not displeased. I'm probably going to stick with... Oh, I really thought that would at least knock you into the second phase. I'm going to stick with Mom's Box of Trinkets, but I will admit that there's a lot to like about Tammy's head. If we get really solid trinkets on the rest of the floor, I would love to take Tammy's head, even though we'd compromise like the doubled effect that we get from Mom's Box of Trinkets just for holding it. Still, Tammy's head, I mean, it's worth considering at the very least. We might not have to pay to go into our shop, because thanks to Curse of the you're going in whatever direction we want you to go in, they think we've already been in there. I think we go for a reroll, and I'm betting on me. I'm investing in myself, and all I mean by that is I'm not going to buy a Spirit Heart. My personal opinion is that I should be able to kill the boss without requiring it. I'm just going to pick up a key. Still get enough money to use the reroll machine later, perhaps. And if not, then not. So be it. Like, we've got a pretty nice suite of, like, weird damage dealers here. Like, it's not really what I'm looking for. And our trinket is already good, but it could be better. Like, it's not good enough to have forever, but it's good enough to, like, feel guilt-free about holding on to. If we had no other options, we would be like, this trinket is just fine. But as you can see, against a relatively tanky boss, one fly, not really worth all that much. But see, we're able to get the job done here. So far. So far. Got a little tight in there. Yo, thank you for letting us beat the odds. And a little mommy's knife. Okay. We can't say no to mom's knife in this situation. And it's actually not even... I don't want to, like, make you mad at me. Because Gimpy also is a potential path to victory there. But... there's a couple of things you should like about this. One is that it's not going to allow us to take Tammy's head in good conscience. The other one is we're low on HP, so there's still a little bit of tension associated here, but... the thing about the compass is if we get that, we can't get anything else, so... I'm going to say no for now. I think this is actually a great 15-cent Diplopia. We get a Spirit Heart, we get a Fool card, aka a Teleport card. We get a health upgrade, and then we fill it, which I never would have expected. That's just great luck. We don't really need the Ankh, but... So I picked up Mom's box of trinkets, and it gave me a luck upgrade. Are you telling me that this Locust also gives us luck? Or if you double its effective 0, somehow you get to 1? I don't know how else we get the 1 luck out of that when we pick up Mom's box of trinkets, but maybe I'm overthinking things a little bit. Now, very, very, very good position. Killing enemies quickly. We gotta look. Because right now, obviously, 4 rooms, it does nothing. But on that 4th room, it's gonna do twice what it would do on a normal room. I'm thinking this could be a, like, demonstrable improvement for us. Yo. Feels like I'm actually, like, really good. This is what I mean, by the way. You just need a little bit of patience. Just a little bit of patience, and any Isaac run, well, almost any Isaac run can come to fruition. Just a little bit of patience, and very, very luckily getting one of the best items in the game as a reward for your incompetence a little earlier. I'm going to level with you. The bonuses we're getting from this don't seem like they're worth holding to me. Why am I rolling used diaper? If I'm leveling with you, if I'm being honest, and I endeavor to be an honest person in these videos, you know? Sometimes so there's been a little saga ongoing on the Northernlion subreddit, and normally when I mention stuff like this, you think, oh, here he goes, he's gonna take one person's comments out of context and be mad about them, even though the majority of his community is very positive. That's not the case, I assure you. I mentioned a few episodes ago, you know, that I got on the Jumbotron at a Korean soccer game in 2011 for, you know, if you got on the Jumbotron for dancing, they gave you a free pizza. And I mentioned I got the free pizza, I made a fool of myself on the Jumbotron, and I was also in a foreign country, and Korea's like, literally like 96% Korean people. So they were like, look at this foreigner going wild. Give that man a pizza. Little contingent, I want that bomb, rest assured, is trying to find footage of that. We've narrowed down the game, and then for real, if you go to, it was a game, Daegu FC away at Busan I Park, I think in like I thought it was in the summer, but, I mean, my memory's a little fuzzy. It could be in April. Those are, like, the 2 games we got to narrow down between. And if you go to their website, there's highlights of the game, but there's no crowd shots. So, I don't know if we're ever gonna find it, but we got it, like, narrowed down. And people were like, one person said, can I just say, like, it's very nice of you to help us find video of what could be an embarrassing moment. And I said, my dude, first off, thank you for the compliment, of course. Secondarily, if you think this is embarrassing, you should go back and watch the Isaac back catalog, because, you know, as embarrassing as dancing on camera at a soccer game in a foreign country might be, and I would suggest that it really is, and it's a fairly normal thing when you're, you know, in the young age of 45 like I was. But when you're, that's not embarrassing. What's embarrassing is in these Isaac episodes, I admit my deepest, darkest fears and beliefs, and I put myself out there with opinions that I know are ignorant and wrong to try to learn and be explained to. By the way, maybe like 6 weeks ago, I was like, I don't understand why everyone's dunking on Elon Musk. I gotta say, this take has not aged well. Thank you for educating me. That hurts. But really, the education that I got was mostly through his very, very recent antics on Twitter. So, it's, you never want to have that happen, you know? It's, you go to bat for somebody, they've been taking some heat in the public eye, and then all of a sudden, they accuse one of the rescuers of that Thai operation of being, you know, doing some unsavory things. I'm just checking to make sure, by the way, is my volume setting okay? Microphone, check 1, 2, what is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business? Alright. Dude, I am dealing with, I have so many NLSS denials in my DMs right now. I don't know what happened on Sunday. World Cup final, I guess. A lot of the NLSS members are huge fans. Coming out of the woodwork being like, I can't do the show today, feeling under the weather. That's your, you know, prerogative. I don't blame you. I'm doing the show when I've got the bubonic plague, but, you know, it is my show and my job, so I'm disproportionately compensated for that, I'll admit. Anyway. It's not embarrassing, because I already know I'm a bad dancer. People, by the way, sometimes I've been of the opinion I do not like dancing. Don't take this as I have never danced. Sometimes people are like, you just gotta drink enough alcohol, and I'm like, dude, trust me, I have met condition A. At points in my life. I have been intoxicated. Dozens of occasions, gone out dancing. Didn't enjoy it for a second. In my head, I was just like, I can't wait till we're home. Maybe we could watch like a So Bad It's Good movie and make fun of it instead. If I dance for an hour, maybe my friends will be like, yeah, we'll go watch Santa Claus versus the Martians now. So I know I'm a bad dancer, and I'm okay with that. It's not something I derive enjoyment out of in my life, and again, that's fine too. But the stuff I admit in the Isaac episodes is way more embarrassing than being on camera and dancing. And I'm okay with that, you know, I've trained that shame muscle. I can't see what this is because Luke has signed on to play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth about 17 times in the past 2 seconds. It's fine. I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm doing the same exact thing right now. I can't really complain. Alright, I'm telling you, this is the floor. This is where Mom's Box of Trinkets is gonna shine. Give me curved horn, give me bloody crown. Give me a good trinkets better than the ones I found. The ones I found. Yep. Mom's box of trinkets, let your light shine down. You guys like Collective Soul? Went a little hard on that parody, but you know, I think I treat my singing voice as if it's an adult video performer. You know, what it might lack in conventional beauty is gonna make up for with attitude and enthusiasm. 3 cents, I mean, tempting, I'll admit. Oh, okay, a 7-cent. This is just money for money, so we'll grab that. I was hoping that was an ace of diamonds. I'd rather have the money, to be honest, than bombs right now. We're pretty unlikely to use this many bombs over the rest of the... Well, this many bombs plus the number of bombs we're going to get, like, the old-fashioned way. 3 cents for there's options. Or, sorry, more options. Absolutely fine. Yeah, I'll take a little BFF action. We got one more item to purchase. Honestly, pretty productive shop. And we're just, I'm not trying to say we're ignoring the Zane, by the way. But with Mom's Knife, Zane usually takes a back seat. There's only a, you know, set number of synergies that can actually, whoa, my mistake, even apply here. Substantially more invested in trying to up this power level. Wait, this is the Fool, right? Yeah. Isaac say, only a fool cards win, but I can't help accessing mouse rush again. Oh, we gotta stop. These are not good. But you know, it's the danger of constructing a joke in your head and the punchline is at the very, very, very end. It takes way too long to get there. I actually think we'll probably miss boss rush as of right now. If we get to the Mom fight, we could probably beat Mom in, like, maybe under 5 seconds. No exaggerations. But we gotta get there. That was, like, filigree feather, I think. Not worth going back for. Okay, I actually, revised opinion. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe it's like 50-50 to make boss rush. The thing is, we don't want to give up like a huge sacrifice to do it. I'd say that's appropriate. That was close. Chocolate milk, Mom's Knife, I can never remember. Little Gaper's not that good, I'll tell you what. We'll take chocolate milk, even if it does nothing. It gave us a tiers upgrade, so... So here's what I'm thinking right now. It's a little... you know what? I actually think we might want to do boss rush. And I'm going to hit you up with a couple of reasons. One is, we're pretty strong. Like in real life. So I can take it. And then the other one is, Mom's box of trinkets is going to get charged up like crazy. Mom's Knife might be the best actual boss killer in the game. If we get in a bad spot, just leave. And actually, we're in a bad spot now. Dude, I swear to you, the number of hits that have been like 50-50 that I've gotten tagged by is ridiculous. Take me out. Just be smarter. HP ups, please. Walking on Sunshine's pretty good. Just don't want to lose too much. Was it worth it for an HP upgrade? Probably not, but, you know, we should still be fine. Honestly, we have lost a lot of runs pretty much in this exact archetype in the past. Runs where we, and I know that's the secret room. Runs where we definitely should win, got a little bit cocky, leveraged our existing benefits for future gain that never showed up, and, you know, all of a sudden you're in a real dangerous spot. Hematemesis, not relevant here. I'm excited. Health up is all worth it. One makes you larger. Another, I'm excited. I think I'm going to take Hematemesis, and yeah, I was just hoping it would fill up that red heart. Oh, dude. Proptosis. Actually doubled our damage. Like, literally. I don't think I was under the impression that Proptosis was a damage doubler. I thought it just, you know, helped your damage. I didn't realize if you have no other doublers, it's a doubler. Possibly second secret room. Much better place to use hematemesis, except it wouldn't have mattered, but in principle, it's a much better place to use hematemesis. Okay. Well, the floor, it was like strong, weak, strong. We should be totally good. By the way, I was looking up the, because I was also like, I would love to see footage of this, because, you know, it's from a different and forgotten portion of my life, and also I know it'd be fun for the community to see me dancing and then eating a personal Pizza Hut pizza divided between 4 people, because we were on, you know, very light salary at the time. The website for the soccer team has highlights, but the highlights are not in streaming video. It's like a relic from a different age. Oh, there we go. It's a start. Like the highlights, when you click on them, you download like a 100 megabyte Windows Media, like a WMV file, which is hilarious. Might as well pop it. I got it. Korea is, everyone thinks that Korea has like the best internet culture on planet Earth, and it might now. And like in terms of internet speed, super connected. You can use your cell phone underground when you're in like the subway tunnels. The signal will still work some of the time, which is kind of amazing. But in terms of like internet usage, this might have changed in the past few years, but like they're a little idiosyncratic. Everybody uses, pardon me, Internet Explorer, now known as Microsoft Edge. Google Chrome is like not used, and a lot of Korean websites do not support it. Everybody uses Internet Explorer. I don't think we take it, honestly. Nobody uses Google. Instead of using Google, they use a search engine called Naver. I was laughed at the first time I was there. It was like, well, why don't you just use Google? And they're like, Google? What, are you trying to find the wrong answer? We use Naver here. It's totally different. Naver is like Korean Yahoo. It's like if the internet in North America had just taken like one different turn, we would be in this position. We'd be like, yeah, of course we use Internet Explorer. It's the best browser, and it comes on your computer. Not like that, you sickos. Why would I download a worse browser? But that's neither here nor... I don't know, maybe I've been brainwashed by the Chrome Mozilla propaganda. Maybe Internet Explorer / Microsoft Edge actually is the best browser. I mean, I'll level with you. I like Microsoft more than the average person, and I have to point out that's pretty ridiculous because I own a Microsoft Xbox One, and I actually, as far as I'm concerned, it's a nearly non-functional product. Not because it's bad, but because 50% of the time, if you don't watch Roundtable, this might be news to you. 50% of the time when I turn on my Xbox One, it goes, sorry, I was just checking to see what that trinket was. It goes, something went wrong, please hold the power button for 10 seconds to hard reset your console. Literally for the past, like, 3 years. Occasionally people come out of the woodwork and they say, well, it seems like you just got a defective unit. I don't understand. Well, you're mad because they spent $400 on a piece of garbage. That's why I'm mentioning it. I'm not saying the whole console is bad. I'm just saying, yo, caveat emptor. Mine barely works as a Game of Thrones machine, but I am more pro Microsoft than your average free and open source individual out there. I use Visual Studio on the regular. Visual Studio Code is a fantastic IDE. PowerPoint, Word, Excel, Access, just kidding. Anyway, that's a joke for my fellow DBAs out there. I'm not a DBA. Though I played one for a 10-week contract one summer. But I digress. We've told that story many, many times in the past. Alrighty. This is encouraging to me. 33% chance of a deal with the devil. Still got a spirit heart backing us up. Nah. So obviously, by the way, we don't want cancer as our be-all, end-all trinket. It really, I love doing this. It's like a sampling plate or something like that. Well, you don't really get a sampling plate. Most of the time it's a platter, but you get the idea. I actually think Incubus is a bad pickup here. I think that's most likely to kill us. Maybe it's a little unzane, but so be it. This is the world we're living in now. It goes to show you, I guess is what I was trying to say, how many trinkets are in the game. Because every time, and I think this has changed as more content has come out, but every time I have Mom's box of trinkets, in my head, I'm like, how many rolls is it going to take us to get to the curved horn? And the answer in my head is like under 20. The answer in the game is you never get there. It's like 2 Mom's box of trinkets runs in a row where we haven't ever topped out at curved horn. And you're going to say, how can you remember that? The answer is because I hold a grudge and I'm very, very petty. I am a small man. You ever see that picture where it's like 5'11" and it's a picture of a little kid in a trench coat, and then 6 foot and it's like Yao Ming? That's me, but I'm 5'10". So just imagine, I'm like a single atom on the screen at that point. I'll tell you what, I'll data mine you once. It was obviously terrible, but Mom's perfume raises our rate of fire as is. I don't like this rotated man. The crooked man. Even the pills look all wrong. Get me out of here. Yo, though, that was pretty sick. Don't blow up my friend. I caught him in the Kanto region of Pokemon Go. I don't know. I think we actually have too high of a rate of fire right now. And this is like a billionaire complaining that like his caviar is too rich, you know? Like we're gonna easily win. And we won through what I would suggest pretty conventional means. You know, this is not like an otherworldly performance that we should be praised for. This is really just like survive until Mom's knife shows up. But still, I would love to trade a little fire rate for damage. Just a little fire rate for damage. Doesn't seem like that's likely. Eve's Birdfoot, don't make me laugh. And that's like, we're totally set. Again, a good lesson that when you use Hero Font on a room like that, you actually get whatever hearts are in the room to begin with. So you could give yourself red hearts out of it. If you think I'm going to fight the Void, I feel bad for you, son. I got a 99 streak, but the Void ain't fun. Hit me. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.